organisation called Serie Education, which is a CIC organisation based in London, and we are an early intervention organisation which deals with the community and youth at large, diverting people away from incident troubles, any pressures they're facing, supporting around mental health and supporting the community in general.
Right. And tell us the name of the charity again. I don't think people get this clearly. The name of the charity.
Okay, so the charity is called Serie Education, and I'll give you a
Serie
bit of history
Education. Yes.
Serie Education.
Yes. And can you tell us how long has the charity been active?
So
Or when was it formed?
It's been running for a year. It was formed in February 2020. Initially, I was being supported by a man called Douglas, and Douglas he was a community development worker. And in March of last year, he passed away of COVID. So he was my mentor. I just have to always shout him out in his thanks, because he helped me start up the organisation. It was a great support. So the reason the organisation was started was because in 2016 I went to St Lucia, and I did a one-off project at the Tiroche Library. So big up to my cousin Kimberly Constable, she's listening. She gave me that opportunity
Kimberly, yes.
to do a session with the young people at the library. And what came to light, so the actual intervention was around online safety and abuse. Signs of abuse. How do young people recognise and identify abuse?
Right.
And what came out of that was the lack of understanding regarding online safety, how to keep themselves safe, what abuse actually is. So the initiative started from there. So I just had the idea, and I thought, why not name it Serie Education? So Serie is on my grandfather's side, and who originally was they're from the Mikud constituency, Tiroche, and they a big family, and I believe what I know from my grandfather is that he was always an active member of the community. So whether it was farming and helping his family and helping his friends, was always a community within Tiroche regarding the Serie name. So why not name it after a legacy?
Right. Fantastic stuff. Amazing. So when you went to the library, how long did you do that program for?
So that was only a one-off. It was a one-day session.
Oh, just a one day. Okay.
Yeah, it was just a one-day session, and there was definitely a need.
So do you intend to continue with this program?
Well, yeah, of course, yes. So the idea is I'm going to be, so there's two things I'm currently doing. So we're having, I'm actually also volunteering for an organisation in St Lucia called Involve St Lucia, which is a group of young adults from the Mikud community, the Mikud village community, who put together an initiative. And the idea is that they're going to be helping people within the community. They're all activists, all young people who just see a need, and they basically want to support support people within their community. They approached me, they asked me would I like to be part of it. So I'm actually their public relations / communication officer for them, but I'm based in the UK, so a lot of the stuff I do is interactive with them, and I offer my support as a volunteer. And they came with an idea of they wanted to do a backpack drive, supporting children and young adults in the community by supporting them with backpacks, school supplies. Because obviously, because of COVID-19, it's had a massive impact on rural communities like Mikud as a district. They are a southern community. So because of it, there was a need. And they came up with this idea of a backpack drive. And I said, okay, great, let me see how I can support, let me see how I can help. And what came to light was we said we wanted to involve the actual Mikud secondary school, because they are a hub, obviously. It's always the schools that will be able to give you the correct information regarding the needs of young people. So I was able to have a conversation with Janine Shallery, who's a school guidance counsellor from the Mikud Secondary School.
Okay.
And she was saying, obviously, there's a need. Young people will need help with school supplies. But also, there's an other need where, because a lot of parents have lost their jobs.
Yes.
And a lot of parents, they're either working, their hours have been cut, they're not bringing in the same sort of money in the house, which means there's a lot of stuff that's been substituted or they're not able to buy.
Yes.
And obviously St. Lucians are very proud people, so they don't necessarily like to ask for help.
Yeah.
Or make it known that they need help. So what she did, she put a table outside of her office and she was putting items on the table, so like sanitary towels, bits and pieces like deodorants and stuff like that. And young people were coming by and they were taking it. So I said to her, so how could we support, as not me as Janine as involved St. Lucia, but Janine in Surrey Education, how can I also support? What can I do? So, you know, there's been a request for sanitary towels, hygiene products like your deodorants and your, you know, your shower gels and your just everyday hygienic stuff that the young people need. They are coming in and they are asking. There was an incident, she said, she gave me an example of a young person who was hanging around. Then he came in and he said, Miss, do you have any sanitary towels? I want to give some to my sister. So, you know, hearing stories like that is quite heartbreaking, quite sad. So it definitely shows that there's a demand and a need. So that's part of the initiative, this backpack drive. And it's the back to school Mikud St. Lucia backpack drive, the sanitary and the hygiene drive. And we've got a drop-off point on Saturday the 24th of July at St. John the Baptist Church, 3 King Edward Road, London, E97SF. And that's starting from, I believe, 11:10 till 4 p.m.
Wow.
Where people in the UK who's listening can come down with items like school bags, pencil cases, notepads, books, colouring books, felt tip pens, erasers, matches, highlighters, writing pens, calculators and scissors. And also for the hygiene drive, they can come down with sanitary towels, wipes, deodorant for boys and girls, body soaps, toothpaste, toothbrushes, shower gels, body lotions and hair products. Come down, bring that down, and we're going to be shipping that over to St. Lucia. So Involve St. Lucia is going to be distributing the backpacks to the most vulnerable, needy young people within the Mikud district, with the help of some officials who have a list of young people who need the items. So your most at-risk, vulnerable young persons, basically. And then Surrey Education is going to be presenting the sanitary and hygiene packages, products to the Mikud Secondary School, to Denise Shallery on our behalf. But then if you're asking me about me as an individual, Surrey Education as a whole, I've got some interventions that I'm pushing to start up in St. Lucia, some programs, early intervention programs to support the community, because it's about sustainability also. So it's fantastic we can do charity work, but we also need to do some work around sustainability.
Right. And tell us, Janine, since you launched the charity, what is the response like?
So since we started this initiative, it's been great. We're also asking for donations as well, because we're being sponsored by Ease and Shipping DCI Shipping, who's going to be giving us boxes and stuff, but we also need to pay the fees to send the stuff over. So we have been asking for donations and people have been donating. So thank you to everyone. If anybody wants to donate via PayPal, they can at Surrey Education, and that's SERIEUX Education via PayPal. And you can just donate how much you want, whether it's £5 or £10. We will greatly appreciate it. We greatly appreciate the help. People have been donating. My phone has been blowing up. People have been calling me and saying, Janine, what do I need to do? Because initially we sent a text around with a leaflet and a flyer and a video from Denise Shallery talking about what the need is and how people could help in terms of what the young people need and how important it is for people like Evolve St. Lucia and also Surrey Education to do these initiatives because
Yes.
people do need help. So I think for a lot of St. Lucians in England, especially, we know COVID-19 has been affected communities across the world, but when
Yeah.
it's a little bit closer to home, when it's your people, it hits a little bit differently to
True.
hear what's going on.
Yes. Yes.
So we've been
Yeah.
inundated and we're very thankful and we're happy. I know Involve St. Lucia, every time we have a meeting online, they're like, oh, this is fantastic, this is great. So it's not only happening in the UK, there's a member of Evolve St. Lucia in America who's also taking collections out there as well.
Okay.
I'm not sure what state she's in, but she's been working and they're going to be sending stuff over as well. So it's a team, it's a collective
Yes.
team.
So I could say now you're very happy the way things are going, the way things are moving on.
I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely grateful. I mean, it would be better, it's always better or encouraging if it spread across London and England and everybody's aware of it. And also just to let everyone know that I am a registered CIC organisation. My background is youth and community development. I've worked for a large organisation, charity organisations within London, working from, youth offending, young people involved with gangs in different boroughs as well, young
Yes.
people who've got long-term health conditions, and also the African and Caribbean elderly communities. So my background is around this type of work. Non-profits, I've been doing it for years. So if people see the initiative, I would rather them give me a call than to kind of think that this is not real or this is a scam, because it's not a scam. Currently in St. Lucia, we have a need where young people are going without, and it's not, before it gets any better, it's going to get a little bit worse. So it's before these young people divert and, go on the streets and get involved with things that they can't get out of.
Right.
Why don't we just have an initiative where we can take £5 and go to the £1 shop and get 5 items? That can fill someone's school bag. You could be sustaining a young person's education for the next year or 2 years.
Right. Now, you mentioned, Janine, about donating funds. And I must say, sometimes people are very careful when they want to donate money to different organizations. What do you have in place? If somebody donates something on PayPal or to your account, how can you prove to them like this money is going to the needy?
Okay, so when persons donate,
Yeah.
I would always send them a receipt to let them know that their money has arrived. I've received their money, number one. And number two, whatever they donate the finances are not going to be sent to St. Lucia. It's for what we're doing here. So if you send £10, so say you can't make it on the 24th, you can't bring. So it's up to you what you want to donate to. So you can either donate towards the shipment, or you can donate to me going out and physically buying supplies. So if you say to me, which some people have, I can't make it on the 24th because I've got prior engagements, but I'm going to donate £10. I'll say, okay, do you want it to go towards the shipment? Because I've stated that if we've reached our target for the shipments, anything else that comes after that, it will be spent to buy toothpastes, toothbrushes, pens, pencils, books, notepads, whatever it will be spent on. So it's totally up to the donor if they want to use it for supplies or do they want it to go towards ship. But once we've hit our targets for shipments, because not everybody wants to donate to shipments, but if you donate to shipments, fine. If it's for supplies, I will go and buy the supplies. I'll take a picture and show you what I bought with a receipt.
Right. So do you have a specific target for the...
So for shipment, it's £150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the shipment?
Just for the shipment, yeah.
Right. And that entails of barrels or boxes?
So boxes, I believe they're donating.
Okay. Do you think it would be better you having big barrels instead? I'm just saying.
What we're given. It's going to be one of the... so it's going to be one of the... I don't know if you know what the armies used to give people, the big boxes, the big... what are they called? Like, they're boxes that they used to ship stuff. I don't know, the army officers would put their stuff in it. it's one of them, like a really, really big one.
Okay.
Because we also have to take into consideration we are a new initiative. We're not funded by anyone. We're not funded by corporate organisations. So at the moment, it's what we're given. We're going to work with.
Right. Yeah. So whatever people donate, you're going to accept clothing.
If people donate £2, of course we're going to accept it.
Yes. Yeah, fantastic.
Whatever we receive. Yeah, I mean, we also have to take in consideration it is COVID-19. A lot of people have lost their jobs.
Yes.
So, you know, some people are elderly. You know, they're using their pension money. They're donating £5 or £10. Of course, we're grateful for it. And of course we're grateful for it, and I'm quite sure that the young people as well in St Lucia will be grateful, so will their parents, because that's the weight off your shoulder when you have no idea how you're going to provide your child with a backpack with essentials to go to school in September,
right.
You know, or to provide, you know, basic hygienic needs like sanitary towels and deodorants and toothbrushes and toothpaste.
Right. Now tell us, Janine, will this be your first shipment to St Lucia? To be specific, Tiroshe Mikud.
So what do you mean?
Now I'm saying, will this be your first shipment since you launched your charity?
Yes.
Will this be your first time?
This will be our first initiative
right.
of sending supplies to St Lucia.
And can you tell us, do you have a large amount of supplies right now?
Yeah, we've got quite a few bits. If we're on social media as well, so if you go on Serie Education, CIC, Facebook or Instagram, you see everything that we've been collecting.
Right.
We upload it, so you'll see everything. We've got quite a few supplies already. Quite a few people have been donating today. It's been extremely busy. People have been buying in bulk.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've just been told that the box that's going to be donated to us is an MFO box.
MFO, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, people have been donating already.
Right. No, but can I ask you this, Janine?
And we've got...
You're gone? I'm listening.
No, we've got a few schools that are going to be donating stuff as well.
Okay, that's good. Fantastic stuff. Yeah. I was about to ask you, I know you focus on your community, Tiroshe Mikud. If another community was to ask for help, would you...
It's not only... No. It's not only for Tiroshe Mikud. So it's the Back to School Mikud St Lucia Backpack Sanitary and Hygiene Drive. So it's the whole of the Mikud district.
Oh, the whole of the Mikud district, yes. So what about if somebody from outside Mikud, let's say Dennery or Vieux-Fort, call you for help? Would you assist them as well?
I would have to speak to the involved team to see how they would go about it, because the names of people, the list that we currently have, is coming from someone who works in the constituency in the district. So yeah. Right. I mean, for now, this is our first initiative, so we're concentrating on Mikud.
Yes.
But I guess if there's leftovers at the end, then it can be a conversation that can be had. But for now, we're just really targeting Mikud in general.
Yes. And as you said earlier on, you'll just be focusing on vulnerable kids.
Yeah, vulnerable young people.
Yeah.
And when I say vulnerable, some people, you're right. So sometimes it can be a family where mum and dad are working and now mum and dad are not working, but there's a need there. There's an obvious need that the young people have been coming into school, and there's poverty issues within the family. So it could be a young person like that as well.
But how would you know who is vulnerable or who is not? Would they come to you and say, okay, my mum is out of a job, blah, blah, blah. Can you help us?
No, so we've got one of the reps from the area who will be letting us know. So basically the social worker will let us know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like when you spoke a while ago, you said this young boy came to the school and he asked me, can I get some sanitary towels for my sister?
Yes.
So will he be qualified for the supplies as well?
No, so what do you mean supplies? Are you talking about the backpack?
The backpack, whatever, towels or deodorant.
So
will he be qualified?
Yes, so the hygiene products are going to the Mikud Secondary School, and the school guidance counsellor will have them. and she has a table that she puts outside, and she puts the stuff on there, and also young people come into the office, so she knows her students who are vulnerable.
Yes.
So she'll obviously put stuff aside for them, but young people come to the office and they answer stuff, so she'll be dealing with that sense of the sanitary and the hygiene stuff. Whoever needs anything can go to her, because they will be going to her. The back to school backpack drive, the school supplies in terms of the pens, pencils and backpacks will be going to Evolve Nusha, who will be working alongside the social worker, the district representative social worker for Mikud, who will be allocating a list of young people who are vulnerable and who are in need.
Right.
So these are identified by their family's needs. So if need tested, if there's anything else, then it will be distributed accordingly to needs. So if it's person who's not on the list, then it would be a thing of finding out of the families who are not on the list but who need support as well. So it's like over here, it works over here. Not everybody's under social services, so children go under the radar over here as well, where you will see a child who presents. They present as not necessarily having any issues with poverty, but then they might ask for extra food, and then they might disclose that they only eat one meal a day. They don't really have access to clean clothes, so it's just the same sort of stuff. So it's needs assessed.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, Janine, as you and I know, when you ship stuff to the Caribbean, when you get into customs, there's a fee to clear these boxes and barrels. Do you get help from the government of St. Lucia because it's a charitable event? How are you going to clear all this stuff?
We've approached them, so I'm just waiting for some feedback from them.
Right. Yeah, because this will be costly.
We also have to take in consideration it's election times, so they're quite busy currently, but we have approached them. I'm just waiting for an answer back from them. But usually concessions given to charitable organisations.
Oh yes, for sure.
Anything so far.
Definitely.
For schools, Yes. So we should be okay.
Because I said this will be very costly because shipping about maybe 50 boxes to St. Lucia, and so when they arrive in customs, there's a fee to clear this stuff.
Yeah, they're aware. We're just waiting back for an answer from them regarding how we go about it, but they are aware. They have been contacted.
Right. And also, Janine, do you have a specific target like you want to ship? Could you say, okay, I want 25 boxes for month end or 50 boxes?
No.
Do you have a specific target?
No, we're not.
You have a specific target.
We're not doing it by boxes.
Yes.
We're not doing it by boxes. There's obviously. Yeah, we don't have a specific target. So what we're doing, we're just saying, if as much as people can donate in terms of school supply, we will accept. Yes. Our target is to help over 20 to 30 young persons.
Okay, that's a target, yes.
Yeah. So if that could be done, that would be fantastic.
Right. Yeah, I just hope people listening right now, they could, donate sanitary towels and deodorant and pencils, erasers, pens.
I'll just go over the information again. So,
of course,
the initiative is called Back to School Mikud's St. Lucia Backpack Sanitary and Hygiene Drive, and this will be presented by Evolve St. Lucia in Surrey Education. The drop-off day in London will be Saturday the 24th of July 2021, starting from 11 a.m. at St. John the Baptist Catholic Church, 3 King Edward's Road, London E9 7SF. Just to make everybody aware, face masks are required unless you are exempt. We are being sponsored by Eden's Shipping. My contact number is 07562 70 31 53. Let me just say what Evolve St. Lucia are collecting, which is school bags, pens, pencils, notebooks, colouring pens, felt tips, pencil cases, erasers, math sets, highlighters, writing pens, calculators, scissors, and Surrey Education will be collecting sanitary towel, wipes, deodorant for boys and girls, body soaps, toothpaste, toothbrushes, shower gels, body lotion, hair products. If anybody would like to donate financially, you can do so via PayPal to Siri Education. I also have an email address, which is sirieducation@gmail.com. We also have a website, which is sirieducation.com. Evolve St. Lucia and Siri Education are both on Facebook and Instagram. Please check us out. If anybody's listening and they have any questions, please call me on 07562 70 31 53, and my name is Janine.
Right. Janine, fantastic. You're doing a wonderful job. And I hope the people in Mikud community appreciate what you're doing. And I must say, keep up the good works as well.
Thank you. It's needed.
Yes, you're an amazing young lady.
Thank you.
Yes,
indeed. And big up Evolve St. Lucia as well. I know that Evolve St. Lucia are listening. So big up to all the staff members who are working hard down there, trying to get this initiative set up as well, because they're also doing collections as well. So big them up as well.
Right.
Everyone's working hard on this. And as I said, there's also persons in America who are also working hard. So it's our first time doing this, so let's see how we go. But also thank you to all the donors, the people that have been donating and been calling me over this last week. Thank you so much. Thank you for believing in the project, because it's an initiative that is needed. Again, rural communities currently in St. Lucia have it really hard, especially the farming and fishing community. So thank you, because this is about sustainability and encouraging young people to stay in education, and every little bit helps. So
Indeed.
Thank you for believing in us.
But Janine, just before you go, have you approached the major retail shops in the UK, like the Asda's, the Tesco's, Lidl?
Yes, we have.
Oh, have you? Yes. Mm-hmm. Any response from them? Do they reply back to you?
No.
They haven't?
No, it's been more frontline community workers and other charities that have been coming back to us and supporting the initiative.
Right. Wow. I thought they would have reached out to you, the big brands, As I said, the Asda's and the Morrison,
Yeah, no, I have approached them. I have. So this is not the first time I've done fundraising, but in a capacity under my own organisation, this is the first time, but I've done it for previous jobs. Big organisations tend to donate to big established charities.
Right.
So when you're a new charity or a new organisation or a new venture, sometimes it tends to be a little bit more difficult. But as I said, we're very thankful for the charities who have reached us and the associations who have reached out to us as well. So we're very thankful.
Have you, I'll ask you a question, have you written to Amazon? Have you seen the news lately? When how they throw away all these new laptops and calculators, things they don't sell, they just dump it in some. Yes, it was in the news. Yeah, you could write to them.
Definitely. Well, thank you for that. From Amazon, I didn't see that article.
Oh yes. I think the government were up in arms with this as well. New laptops and iPhones, they just take it to the landfill. Yeah, so and things that haven't been sold, they're not destroyed. So you could write to Amazon.
You'll be shocked the amount of waste and stuff that people throw away that could actually be recycled or given away.
Yeah, so if I were you, after this interview, I'll put pen to paper or send them an email. Amazon, let them know what you do. You have a charity. So instead of throwing all these laptops and pencils and calculators, they could donate it to your charity.
Okay, I'll reach out to them. Thank you for that.
You're most welcome, Janine. It's a pleasure having you on RFI Radio, Janine. And don't be a stranger. Okay. We're here to help as a radio station as well. We're from St. Lucia, RFI Radio 102.1 FM. So feel free to reach out to us anytime.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, and just before you go, Janine, who would you want to say hi to before you go?
I would like to say hi to all my family listening in London.
Yes,
to all my family in St. Lucia, to all my family in Mikuti Roche, in Deriso, in Blusher. I'm hoping my uncle was able to tune in. To all my friends and family in London, to the Serrier family, to the Montoute family, the Palm, the Joseph, the Emmanuel, the Shallery, tout le monde.
You have a big family?
Everyone who works at Windjammer. I'm St. Lucian. Everyone in St. Lucian has a big family. Hello to all my friends at Windjammer. Hi, Stanley. Hi, Pat. To my brothers and sisters listening. Yeah, my mum who's listening downstairs. All my friends. Hi, everyone.
Right. Fantastic. Janine, I said the pleasure having you.
I want to say happy birthday to my godson Makai. Not sure if he's listening. Oh, okay. Sorry. And also big up to my family listening in Florida. Big up the Florida crew. Happy birthday to my godson he's over here. Makai, happy 11th birthday.
Okay, well done. All right, big up yourself, Janine. Once again, it was a pleasure having you on RFI Radio. Look after yourself, and I wish you all the best with your charity. I hope everything goes well in the coming weeks and you get more supplies as well, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. So as again, if anybody wants to call me, my number is 07562 70 31 53, and we are also on Facebook and Instagram. Please contact us, Serrier Education CIC, Evolve St. Lucia. On Instagram and Facebook, reach out, come and see what we're doing, check it out. If you've got questions, don't be shy, ask me. As I said, my background is youth and community development. Okay?
Right, so people, here we have it, Serrier Education. Link them up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Okay? Right.
Thank you.
Janine, you look after yourself, and I wish you all the best once again, okay?
You too.
All right, then. You take care.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Mono 2.1 FM, things turn up.
So once again, check them out on IG, Facebook, Instagram, Serrier Education. So they're looking for donations, whatever you have, pencils, pen erasers, calculators, sanitary towels, deodorant, whatever you have, link them up. Instagram, Facebook, Serrier Education.